today is I think it's the 28th. 28th. Today is the 28th. But anyhow, I'm sorry about that. My little caption thing went off. So please bear with me. My stand went off. All right, here we go. Here we go. Take two. Action. Okay, so um, this video is based off of something that I just witnessed, okay? And I wanted to make it people make time for what they want, okay? So, and this is two instances that I had in my life just recently. I got this wig on, and it is really Humpty Dumpty because I got my hair, and it'll shrink down some more, but I got my hair in braids, and it's really, really heavy, but it's kind of good because it's cold outside, so it's working. But anyhow, yeah, people make time for what they want. Have you ever heard somebody like say, well, I would have came, but I got busy, I got caught up, things are happening, and you hear that on a continuous basis? That's probably because they don't put you at value, okay? And people will say, well, yeah, they do. Well, people have things to do. And I seen one on Facebook, and they had the little meme talking about people. It's not like they don't have, other lives. It's not like they put you on hold and they don't have time for you, but they have other things like bills, sicknesses, rent, all this other stuff. And you just need to be patient, and you need to get over it. Okay. Yes, that might be true. They might have freaking bills. They might have rent, just like most people do. They have a rent or a mortgage or anything else. But there's still some people in the world that still make time to see people, okay? And I had to say this because people were saying that, I was mean, the people that were around me, like, I give a damn anymore. But they were saying that I was really mean, and I really had to let this be in the open, okay? If you are in a relationship, and this is what happened in my relationship, like, recently, and this has been going on and on and on. But, and they're like, I don't know why he keeps coming back to you. Because I'm not going to deal with it. And I deal with him as he is needed, okay? Okay? When somebody likes you, especially a man, and they really think that they have a chance with you, because if they don't think they have a chance with you, then they won't kind of really waste their time. They'll probably throw it out a little bit, but they won't go as hard. But if they think they have a shot, they will go to very far lengths to go and talk to you. You see how people, they throw those little crazy little lines, they'll fall over, they'll do a lot of things to get you. And not only that, they'll be talking to you, and the first time, once you start talking to that person, usually they'll be talking to you every day. Now all of a sudden it's gonna stop, and you say, what's wrong? And they say, it's because I was busy. Were they busy just a couple of weeks ago? No. Were they busy then? No. So you have to understand that people make time for you. At that time, before, you're like, why is this happening before, and why is it not happening the same way now? Because before, he put you on a pedestal. They put you in a place of respect to saying that this is a priority. And they still had their rent, they still had their bills, they still had all those, if they had sick people and they're on their deathbed and all that. Usually when they was coming to chase you down, they weren't even thinking about that person, or they still made time, even if they were taking care of that person, they still made time for you, okay? So you have to remember that. And since you are not on that top priority list like you were, then you have to pull back. You have to pull back. So, and I know there's talking about, some of my coworkers are saying I was mean, I was evil, whatever. Okay, I've been through relationship after relationship, and I have learned every time that when this happened, every time that I pull back, when they pull back and you pull back, if they see the difference, they and they really know that you're gonna leave, they'll come back. So don't sit there and settle for anything else. Another thing happened is that my house burned down, right? My house burned down. So I'm calling, I was just calling to go check on my mom, because she had just got out of jail. Out of jail and out of the mental institution or whatever. And we're just trying to make sure that she is functional to go back into society. So my aunt asked me what was I doing. I told her, I'm sorry I couldn't call her the next day. My house just burned down. Blah blah this. I'm in the hotel. Now, wouldn't you think that she would say, "Are you okay?" Anything like that? No. The shift changes, and she says, "Our power went out, and it wasn't even a big storm out here towards Chicago. It's not even a big storm out here. Blah blah. This. Now they safe." I say, "Are y'all safe? Are y'all? Yeah, yeah, yeah." She never went back to ask about how I was doing. Did I need anything? Even a plate of food. Like, I couldn't understand that. Um, but yet and still, when things were going kind of hard for her, and everybody's pushing on her, she's like, "I don't know what I'm gonna do," and she's talking to me, and I'm like, "Well, you need to let these people go and let that go." Long story short, and you fall, and then she's like, "Well, I keep going to these people, they need help, and I'm always jumping up to them, and when it's my turn, they never help you." So it made me start thinking, like, okay, so she puts these other people who are not even relatives at a higher priority than you. So that lets you know you need to do what? Step back. So yeah, if you're listening to this, and I'm sure I'm not the only person that does that, by now, because my aunt talks a lot and spreads, talks to everybody. Okay, everybody got one in the family. They tell everybody everything, even though they say they're not gonna tell nobody. But have I heard anybody say, "Hey, do you need anything? Do you need any food? Do you need this? How you doing? I hope you get your spirits better"? No. Does it mean that they didn't, other issues didn't arise? No. Yeah, like I said, they had the storm and their power went right back on. It was only out of power for 32 days. And they didn't even tell me when the power was out. They just went and did what needed to be done. So I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Had I known, I would have been asking. So that's different. But either way, okay, did they have those bills? Did they have everything else before? Like, don't take that from nobody. In this relationship that I was in, okay, I found out that the guy was, he was kind of fooling around, and he tried to lie about it. But I was just like, "Look, that's what you want to do, then I'll be gone." And he was like, "No, I just thought that then he said he wanted to be single. So I said, "Okay, I'm going to let you be single. I'm not going to hold anyone's hand, and I'm not going to baby anyone, because guess what? You're making that time that I'm trying to, I guess, fix or alter or put some pressure. That's going to be more time that I'm wasting from somebody else to give to somebody else, while you sitting there saving your energy for the person who ain't dealing with all your nonsense and all your dirty clothes and all that other crazy stuff." So guess what? I'm going to step back. So you need to realize that some people are takers, just constantly take. And then there's these type of people that mess up a lot of people, and it messes up me a lot, because you see that they're very helpful, they're very giving, they're very outspoken, they will help someone at a drop of a dime, but it's just because. Okay, yeah. So yeah, people make time for what they want. You see how I did my eyes for this eyeshadow, okay? To go and separate this took about, like, I want to say a good 5 intense minutes, okay? And I did that, and I took that time because I wanted to do it. Now, yes, I could have used that time any kind of way I wanted to. I could have took out the trash. I could have did 100 jumping jacks times 5 in 5 minutes. I could have started reading the paper, but because I wanted to do that, I prioritized putting this on my eyes than everything else, okay? And that's just with every other situation. Yes, everyone has a normal life. Everyone has bills. Unless you're just some person on the street. And either way, even if you're on the street, you have to do things to survive. But for someone to say that they're too busy for you, or you're being selfish because they have other priorities, then that's your cue to say, okay. And you don't have to verbally say, I understand that you don't have time for me. Just make yourself disappear from them, because they really weren't worth your time anyway. And then when they see you elevate and they miss you, then they start understanding. But until then, that's not your problem, okay? Understand that people make time for what they want, okay? And you don't have to be a victim to that. So hopefully something I said or done will help you on your journey. Stay tuned to Journey to Jerusalem. Thank you.